were you guys able to do in the second, but then really the third? It seemed like physically you guys were able to kind of set the tone. What goes into that of just being the team that's kind of being the physical aggressors out there?
Yeah, I think just a mindset. It starts with the point of the attack. Start off on the ball, making it harder for the opponent, bringing the ball up, harder to get into actions, and then I think that translates into on the offensive end because when you get 2-3 stops in a row and the offense is discombobulated, and then you come down to score and you keep doing it, like this is a contagious energy, and I think we were able to do that.
This team's always been on its best when it's getting stops and going the other way and taking advantage of it. It's kind of cool to see like how well you fit into it, like that identity. Like you just seem like you're really straight into it because that's who you are as a player as well.
For sure, like I stated before, each and every game I'm looking to get better. I know it won't happen in one game; it's going to take some time. But each and every game I'm learning, I'm getting more comfortable, and I'm having fun. I think the team is also. We've been doing a great job these last, ever since the All-Star break, really, and we got to keep doing it. But it's definitely fun to know that you can go get a stop, get out and score, and then, we have tremendous scoring Ant where he can go get a basket at any given moment. So I just think it keeps defense off balance when you got guys out there and guarding and then just going out and scoring the transition, pushing the pace, and then it just makes it harder to contain.
It seems like you've been pretty aggressive about seeking out like the on-ball matchups a lot of times defensively. Like, does communication and whatnot help make that happen? Where like somebody else has the ball up top who's maybe likely to isolate. It seems like you get onto that matchup quite a bit. Does that get easier to do, make those types of switches, those types of things as you spend more time here?
Yeah, I mean, normally you know Jaden, he's on the best player, he's guarding the ball. And like I told him, I said, look, anytime you're in foul trouble or anytime you need a break, like I'm here and I can, take some relief off your back. Like you don't have to be chasing around a guard the whole game because we know you're an all-league defender, but at the same time, you don't have to do it the whole game. Like I'm here and I can, take some pressure off you in terms of that. And that's pretty much what we did today. Like I'm like, hey, you want to guard the ball? He's like, no, you got it. I'm like, bet I got it. And it just was able to give him some energy and some relief that he doesn't just have to feel like he has to be the only one out there chasing everyone around because like I know it can be frustrating sometimes getting in foul trouble. So I told him like, listen, even if you're not in foul trouble and you going to get an elite score or a good score, I can switch off on you because like I stated, we play different defense because he's bigger and I'm a little bit smaller, but it just gives the offensive player, it keeps him off balance because you got two different guys guarding you.
We talk about different looks all the time, and so often that is like coverages, like physical body type is another way to get that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
There's a play in the second half where Kyle had the ball and you back cut, and was he telling you like cut?
I ain't gonna lie, me and Cal been talking about that a lot. He been here for 2 days, I promise you. The second day he got here, he shot me a text at like 7 in the morning, and he told me like, hey, that cut be there, I swear. Go ask him. 7 in the morning, he texted me like, hey, that cut be there. I'm like, I bet. And then we got it tonight.
You guys have found quick chemistry with him just playing a couple games here?
For sure. Just basketball savants, looking to get better, looking to find ways to impact the game. And that's just what that was.
Yeah. It seemed like Mike kind of snagged you a couple times when you checked out of the game just to have a conversation with you. Like, how helpful is it to have a guy like Mike here that's just able to, I'm assuming those conversations are like about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how nice is it to just have a vet like that that can kind of take you aside and help you out like that?
Oh, that's great. He was just giving words of encouragement, words of affirmation, and I think that's very important when you have a guy like that who's been in this league for a long time, a guy who played deep in the playoffs, who's been an all-star, been on an all-defensive team. So anytime you have someone like that in your corner, you always want to take on that advice. And Mike, he's a great guy, great vet. I ask him a million questions. Like you can ask him, I'm asking him questions. I'm trying to learn as much as I can from him. And that's all that was. He just talking to me, encouraging me, telling me that, what I'm doing, well, and also giving me pointers on what to look out for. So, having Mike the first month I've been here has been great.
You were here in that trade when Mike kind of left the team. And did you notice like a shift when Mike came back of just like more confidence in the locker room, or were you still kind of new at that point? Where?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I really noticed in that aspect, but I definitely did notice it in terms of the first time we brought it up. Like we brought up in the huddle and nobody said nothing, and I'm looking around like, what's going on? And they told me, oh yeah, Mike was the one who always did it. So I could say that. But besides that, of course, when he came back, you definitely feel the energy because, Mike, he's always energetic. He always positive. He's always cracking jokes, just always instilling energy in the room. So I don't remember when he wasn't here, but I know when he was here, I definitely know that he's been nothing but joy.
I was just kind of saying some of the same things. You're always kind of talkative, bringing good energy, and being kind of a connector as a teammate. That's just something you've always prided yourself on throughout your career, like in addition to what you bring on the court, just being that kind of teammate off the floor as well.
Definitely, I think that's very important. Being able to connect with your teammates. I only been able to know them for about a month now, but I think pretty quickly if you have positive energy and energy that is contagious, I think it normally blends well with guys fast and genuine energy, and that's pretty much all I try to bring. And I've been able to connect with the guys. Some of the guys I knew prior before, like I knew Jaden, I knew Nas, I knew Bones, I knew Ant just from competing. But when you're able to really sit down and talk to guys and have articulate conversation with guys and talk to them not just about basketball, but like I stated, asking them questions off the court, I think that brings you closer together on the court, and I'm gonna continue to try to do that to reach our goals. But so far, it's been great.
Finch talks about allowing his best defenders a lot of freedom. Do you feel like you have more freedom defensively to be aggressive and sort of attack your matchups here, maybe more so than others than previously in your career?
Definitely, and that's one thing when I said last time, I said each and every game I'm learning. Each and every game I'm studying film. I'm understanding how the referees are reffing the game, what I can get away with, what I can't get away with. If you saw today, I was aggressive today, and I got to steal. Just being on the ball and just going for it twice, actually. Yeah, I think that's very important. And I think that's, if you look at any elite defender in the NBA, somebody, if you ask when the camera's not around, they go say they be fouling or they be hacking or they be holding. But I just think that just comes with the territory. And the more games that I continue to play, the more I continue to learn the schematic defensive principles, I think it's going to take my defensive ability to another level. And that's why I'm excited just to go through the games and continue to get better and continue to watch film. Yeah.
It's always tone setting, isn't it? Like, if you do hack a little bit, hold a little bit every game and whatnot, it becomes your reputation and you do start to get away with more. If you are the aggressor.
I want to say you get away with more, but I would say that a ref can't really call every ticky-tack foul, so you can't go out there and just hold a guy, but you can, hand check a little bit, and then you got to just release. As long as you're not holding, I think, like tonight, Toronto started the game very physical, very handsy, and coaches told us, let's do it back to them, So they have called on us, they got to call on them. So it's about reading the game. Of course, if you got some refs out there who, first tic-tac foul, they called it. The second tic-tac foul, you got to adjust. But for the most part, the refs, they let you play.
What were your thoughts on Ant Stunk on RJ?
Oh, my God. Man, it's like when I saw it, it happened so fast. And, how quick it was. I'm from Chicago, so, it reminded me of, watching Derrick Rose. Watching Derrick Rose around his MVP years, he just going and then he just took off and it was over with. So seeing that in person, it's you can't take your eyes. You go miss it. You go miss the show.
Is that the best dunk you've seen in person, from a teammate, or?
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say that just off the bat because I done seen some crazy dunks, but I would say it was probably the most vicious, because the way he did it, he was going left and he just took off. Yeah, that was crazy.